Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. Hi, Chels.
Hi, Sandy.
Here we are, back again for a second part.
On Wacky Wednesday.
Woohoo! And of course, we're going to carry on making our Acorn, Garland, and coasters.
We sure are.
Okay. But in the meanwhile, I want to say welcome to Wacky Wednesday at my sewing room. And of course, you may find us on Facebook and YouTube around 10:30 a.m. Monday to Fridays. I do have a few special shout outs to our friends out there. These are ones that have signed in online or have talked to me at the store. But good morning to Nancy C., Sandy A., Teresa W., Loanne F., Tina B., Vicky S., Sandy W., Joanne L., and I will remember to talk to Anne about scissor charms. Yep. Glenda I, hello. Hi, Ruth C., Janice C., Rita B., Patty G., Helen K., Patty D., Mary Z., and Betty L.
That's quite a list.
That's a good list, right? I love it. Everybody comes in, and thank you very much when you come in and let me know that you do watch us, because then we can do our special shout outs. So thank you so much. That's awesome. All right, Chels, how's it going, girl?
It's going really good. I'm really excited for today.
Okay, so we are going to carry on with our acorns, but before I do, can I tell a joke?
Yes, of course you can. You know I'll never say no.
I know, she's so awesome. How do you make an acorn laugh?
I don't know.
Tell it a tree joke.
Oh.
Doesn't that leave you in stitches? Okay, sorry. Okay, ad-libbing and it's not going well. Okay, let's go back to our project and let's have a look at what we're working on. So Chelsea and I are making little acorns. Are they in my picture? Good.
So
and these ones are the coaster. You can see that I have not put a little loop on them to be able to be hung as a garland. So today's one, we are going to actually make it into a garland acorn. So are you ready?
Oh, I'm so ready.
Okay. So yesterday we pieced the top and we put a row of 3 twice and a row of 2. So, and then put our top on so that it kind of looks like an acorn, kind of a square acorn. He's not really with it.
It's a square corn.
Square corn. I like that. And then what I did was we ironed it to our fusible fleece. Okay. And then I took it home and put in a couple rows of stitching at each of the block centers here. And so we have quilted our top. So now we need to take our pattern, which is from Moda. It is by Fig Tree Company, Joanne Figueroa, whatever. Enter. Joanne, it's by Joanne. She gives us a template. And you need to trace this template in some manner and then trace it onto your pattern. So a couple of ideas came to mind. Of course, we have template plastic here, heavy duty, and we can put it over top and then trace it with your felt pen or whatever you like, and then trim it and take it out, so that you've got it and you can see through it and it lines up really nicely. Remembering to put this line in across because that's where we match it up with the top of the acorn. All right, so another way you can do this is to take this and actually just cut it out and use it. But then if it gets rattly, kind of messy. So what I did was I did 2 things. I photocopied it. And I photocopied it twice. This one I attached to a piece of cardboard so it was a little sturdier, but I've got another trick for how to line that line up. Chelsea was very smart this morning and clued me in. And then of course we could do this one, which is just the paper one. You fold it on that line and then you can center it on your block and trace it. So all right, Chelsea, what we need to do is take this acorn template and mark it on our top. And of course, we're going to mark it on the back side, on the reverse. on the wrong side, as they say. We're going to take one of our friction markers and we're going to draw the line where we want the line of the acorn top to end, which is right where it kind of attaches.
Yeah, and you can kind of see it sticking out here and here, so I'm just lining up my ruler with that, and then I'll draw a line.
Yeah, and that way you know that's the top part of the acorn. All right, sweet. So we've got that marked. Now we're going to line up our acorn template. And you just have to make sure you don't wiggle too much. And you just draw that template right onto the reverse of your little top. Very nice. It's very good. So while she's doing that, let me ask you another one. What did the acorn say when it grew up?
I don't know, Sandy.
It said, I'm okay. I know, these are getting really corny, these jokes. Quite nutty, actually. All right. So now, once you've got this drawn on, you could just leave it and proceed to make a coaster. Or today we're going to make that nice acorn for the garland. Looking good, Chelsea, looking good. And you'll see that just a little bit of the acorn comes onto that bottom square. All right, perfect. That's it. Now, we are going to make this a garland. So let's turn this over and we're going to attach a piece of ribbon. Now, in the pattern, they call for twine, which looks okay. And you can use the twine to loop it for the thing. But I found this really cool package of ribbons in the Kimberbell area. And I thought, let's try out some of these different ribbons and what might be really cute. And yeah, as we did it, we looked at this, the plaid one. It has that little bit of sparkle on the outside, which kind of matches with the thread color we picked. So we're going to take a piece of that ribbon for our top hanger for our garland.
How long, Sandy?
Well, you know what? They didn't give us a thing.
How about we go with...
Because we have to be
2 inches will look like that.
Yeah.
But then we'll eat it up a bit. So
yeah,
maybe 3?
Well, I was thinking maybe 4 inches.
Okay, 4.
Because if you then turn it... We have to make sure this is fully into the acorn, and if we...
That'll look nice.
That should look all right. So let's go with 4 inches of ribbon. Oh, yes, I do. Minor detail. Don't want to cut your finger there. There we go. All right.
I like to flip
she loves dangerously, yes. That's why she works with me.
Flip it over so I can see where our little
knobby is. And we actually need to, put it on the... Actually,
a pin.
You need to put it on this side.
This side?
Yeah, but we need to hook it so that it, when you open it up, it will be flop up. Okay, am I doing that right? Let me think about this.
I think it has to be on the right side, Sandy.
I think it has to be on the right side, but it's got to hang down, right? Okay, that's it. It's on the, oh, there it is, between the layers. Yes, okay, good. So we're going to hook it.
Poke through there so I can see where it is. And then I'm just going to hook this on.
Good.
And I'm going to make it overhang so it gets caught up in our seam allowance.
Excellent.
And from here, I'm just going to kind of straighten this out.
Yeah, so it lays nice and flat. And then we take our backing square.
Just going to lock this guy in so he stays straight. Okay.
And then we're going to put them right sides together, and we're going to kind of start at the top because it doesn't really need to be too low.
Okay.
And then we're just going to pin it on the edges so that it doesn't slide around when I sew it in the big machine here. And today I'm working with, again, the Brother NQ1300. I have my walking foot on, and I have that lovely, creamy, almost peachy looking thread to do the sewing.
Sandy?
Ooh, what's its number? It's an Acorn. Sorry. Let me look.
Oh, Peanut says good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Peanut and Glenda.
Hi, Glenda and Peanut. It's a 1060, so 1060 Isacord. It's kind of a peachy color. It's very cute. I also see that Ruth has signed on with us this morning, so that's great. We have a couple of watchers. I'm so happy Happy. All right. Chelsea's doing
Giving
the
you
pinning.
lots of pins.
Fabulous. Oh, and in order to turn this right side out, I have to leave a 2-inch opening. So I'm going to start on one side of the pin, and I'm going to stitch on the line all the way around.
Is that where you like your gap?
I think that's where I had it before.
Perfect.
It seems to work very
So
nicely.
Stop at this
Stop
pin.
at that guy.
And you can start just after this pin.
And I'm going to do a reverse right here so that it stays and doesn't come unthreaded on me.
Just going to check my backside, make sure I got it all nice and
Got
flat.
your
I
wibbles?
didn't pin a pinch in there, and it
Ooh.
looks good.
It looks
So
lovely.
I'm going to send this to Sandy so she can
Okay.
stitch on the line.
All right, tell me if my camera is in the right position, and then we can go. How is it looking? So
Pretty good.
Okay, pretty good. All right, so this is where I'm going to start. Chelsea marked me a spot, and I've got my walking foot. I'm going to center it so it's in the middle of the walking foot. I'm going to just put my foot down, and then we're going to sew a little bit, and I'm going to reverse it to give it a little strength right where we do the turning so it doesn't come unstitched. Beautiful. All right, we're going to speed this up just a little, and I'll take the pins out as we go, but we are walking around the outside of the acorn and just stitching right on that template line. And we're trying to make sure we stay as close to the line as we can so that we get the nice acorn point.
Oh, Donna has a question.
Oh.
Where do I get the pattern for the acorn?
Oh, that is a great question. We have them here at the store. They're pretty colors, actually in color. They're called the Acorn Garland Coaster Pattern by Fig Tree, and it is $5.99 for the pattern. And we also have that lovely line of fabric, cinnamon and cream, if you like to follow with the same kind of fabric. Of course, being what it is, you can be scrappy.
Yes,
if you
sure
have
could.
lots of fall colors that you want to use out of your cupboard. I'm just making it around the little divot of the acorn, so you might have to adjust and turn it a bit as you go. Right, now we're motoring. Look at us go. We're coming to straightaway, so I might even be able to go faster. So I know sometimes I feel bad because we do all this sewing online, and I appreciate the fact that you guys stay with us.
I like the slow and steady sewing though.
It's kind of relaxing, I have to say.
It sure is.
To make the corner and make the nice round acorn top. So very slowly turning it as I go. Okay, we're almost there. Let's go. Okay, making it around the top. And you know, while I'm up here at the top on this little piece, I might do a little bit of back up and forward maybe to catch that. Make sure I've caught the...
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
Give it a couple extra stitches, a little
Yeah,
more
just a little reinforcement to make sure I've got that ribbon well attached. Okay, here we go around the little peek. I'm going to stop there. I'm going to do a little back up. And then I'm going to come forward again. And we're going to stop there and make the corner. Make a little peeky. Back up. I got a little excited there. Okay. All right.
That's okay, Sandy.
Yeah, I got excited.
The good news is if we have a couple boo-boos, if we back up, you'll never know it when we turn it out.
You'll never know it when we turn it around. That's right. So there, I'm just going to back up a little bit and give that little bit a little bit more. Okay, good. And then we're going to come around the last part of our little acorn, turning it ever so slowly, staying on that line as close as we can. Coming up to the corner. Around the corner. We're going to just get to the top of the acorn top, the little muffin top there, and we're going to back it up just a tad and make sure it's good. And okay, there we go. Make sure it's well stitched so it won't come apart. Okay, pop that out. Woohoo! Okay, so here we are. We've stitched it all around the acorn shape. We've left the 2-inch opening so we can turn it. It's all right sides together with the ribbon in here. All right, are you ready? Let's do some turning. Let's go back to our top. Okay, now, you know what? Oh yeah, before we turn, it would be a really good idea to trim this. And they suggest a quarter-inch. Yeah, quarter-inch around, and that gives us a little something when we go to close the gap to hold it in there. So about a quarter-inch. And if you find it's really, really tight, you can trim your corners, like slice into your curves. But I found it just turned really easy, and just flattened it out good with a good press, and it looked really good. Now it might be a little thick right there because we've got to go over the ribbon. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Look at Chelsea.
Yep, that was well skinny. And they're right-handed scissors.
Oh, huge. Marvelous. That's awesome. Okay, so
I've had my rodeos with the wrong scissors.
I love it. All right, so now we are going to turn that inside out. We get to see what our creation looks like.
I'm excited.
I'm excited too. And then, of course, you make as many of these as you like for either coasters or for garlands to hang. It would look really sweet hanging across the front of your door. Or I have in my dining room, I could run it across the wall behind my table, or I have a railing that goes between the dining room and the living room. I could hang it off that with some branches or whatever I like, some leaves or whatever. It would look really pretty. All right, it's looking good. Nice turn in there, girl.
Thanks, Sandy.
All right, it's looking good. So it doesn't take much. Oh, I love the little stem. Yeah, it looks so sweet. Cute. So yeah, 4 inches looks good. It looks like a good distance for the, so we could hang it on the garland. And now if you wanted your garland to, I guess maybe that wouldn't work. I was thinking you could make them different lengths so that if you put it straight across, they would hang at different lengths.
I think you could. You could even do a little, if you wanted to make sure they always stayed in the right position, you could do a little zigzag down here, or you could even make your own little bias tape hangers.
Yeah, that would be cute too. Cute. So we're just gonna press this out because we're going to do the last step, something that I hadn't done on the coasters but have yet to do, and that's just to go around on the very, very outside of the acorn and close up that one opening. I did tuck a little piece of Wonder Under in here to hold the seam down, and then you can stitch. But that's looking beautiful. Oh. Okay, and the sample for the garland will be hanging in the store right beside the pattern, so you can have a good look at how it's created. But that is adorable.
It's very cute.
Yeah, and you can take them without the ribbon and be a coaster. Yeah, just have to work our little. Of course, I didn't bring anything to work the corners out with. Oh, we got a pen. I just love how the little nub at the end turns out. Isn't that cute?
That's pretty cute.
It's pretty cute.
Little nubbin.
Little nubbins hanging in there. All right. Well, we're hoping that we're getting your Thanksgiving table looking good. We had a pumpkin runner last week. This week we've got our coasters, or you can have your garland. Next week, Chelsea and I are going to work on placemats, some really cool ones. So we'll do that next week. So you'll have a table runner, placemats, little coasters. It's going to be a fun week next week.
I might do this in 2 parts.
Okay. Yeah,
fold that one, and then I'll come back and do the other side.
Yeah, sounds good. Very good. It's looking great. Okay, while she's pressing, because it's so beautiful, pressing it down before I do my last set of stitching. So everybody, what do acorns give each other for Christmas?
Nuts.
Yes, it could give nuts. Some of them give nut crackers.
Oh.
Oh. I see that Nancy C's signed on this morning. Hi, Nancy, as well. And I see Peggy Ann was over there, and Doris W. Hi, Doris.
Oh, Sandy.
Oh, Donna. I can't read from this direction.
Donna.
Donna, not Doris.
This
Hi,
turned
Donna.
out crazy cute. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to send Sandy, and she's going to top stitch an eighth of an inch away from the
Yeah,
edge.
about that. I've got my walking foot on, and I'm going to center that needle over to the left-hand side. And I'm going to start right here, and I'm going to run it just along the eighth inch, not quite a quarter inch, so just the eighth inch. There's a little mark on this lovely PQ NQ 1300 has a little notch right there, so we're just going to start down that edge and just do a quick top stitch. I think I might be a little wider than an eighth, but at least it's not a quarter.
It's probably a really good number. I like it.
Yep. It's right in between, I think. And we're just going to scoochie around the corners, doing that little stitch. And I'm doing it the same color as I did my quilting, so that all the colors and all the things match, all the thread colors. Okay. We're coming up to the little peaky point here. We're going to have to, whoa, back up. Just a little. Okay. Okay, we need to go this way. All right, and then around the peak. All right, looking good. Oh, we got a little fat at that spot. The acorn had a little fat spot. And we're just going to go up this way. It's going to seal that opening. And now I'm going to do something very interesting. I'm going to come to this line, whoop, and stop. And I'm actually going to back up one stitch, because I'm going to run a stitch right down the middle here, so that when you look on the back side, the acorn will have a...
That's fun.
Anyways, we'll give it a try. I love it. We're just going to...
And then you can pivot and keep sewing.
Yeah, that's what I thought anyways. That's my big
That's
thought for
brilliant,
today.
Sandy.
Oh yeah, she's so sweet. Okay, here we go. We're coming up to the end of our little acorn top.
Because then now you have a double-sided
Acorn. So
acorn.
yeah, then you can actually turn them, and it doesn't matter which side they go.
Yeah.
I think that's probably close to right where the edge was. Maybe one more stitch. Oh, and then I'm going to turn it, and very carefully, without falling off the acorn, come around this side. This is kind of offside for me, but we'll do our best to
You've
make
got
that
this,
corn.
Sandy.
Okay, we're going to stop for just a sec, pick it up. Okay, that looks good. It's a lot of little adjustments as we come around those curves. Right. Now we're coming up to our little top. Oop, I think that might be a little tight. Couple stitches, beautiful. Turn, go around the little top of the acorn. Stop and come down the other side. I think it's going to be okay, Chelsea.
I think it's perfect, Sandy.
Well, it's going to be what it is, isn't it? Going like a turtle now.
It's perfect.
Slow right there. We just need to make one little adjustment, and then adjust to come down the side. Okay, good. And then I want to try and meet up with the stitching that came from the other direction. And we're just going to give it a little back stitch to finish it. Ta-da!
Nice, Sandy.
All right. Oh, press her foot up. I always forget that part. Isn't he cute? How can we see him? Can you see him okay?
Yep.
All right. And let's flip it over and see the other side. Oh, there he is. Look at that. You got a little acorn on the other side too. He's just a little nutshell. All right. That's it, Miss Charles. I'm going to send it back to us. Just trimming off my edges. There we go. And let's go to the front.
Oh, that's cute, Sandy.
Is that cute? So then you put it on whatever you want here, ribbon or twine, and there it would be. Boop, boop. That looks so cute. Oh my God, that's adorable. And that twine came in that same package that our ribbon did.
It sure did.
Oh my goodness, that's sweet. So that is the Acorn Garland and coaster, and that is by Fig Tree and Company by Joanne Farmoda, using the cinnamon and cream fabrics. Beautiful. Okay, so I have one more joke for you before we do our announcements.
Sounds good, Sandy.
Okay. All right. Hope this one cracks you up. Okay. What's an acorn's favorite TV show?
Is it the Chipmunks?
Oh, Chipmunks would be so cute. Yes, but
It's not the Chipmunks.
they watch it on Netflix.
Oh, gosh.
Oh. All right.
Oh, Netflix.
Oh, Netflix. Okay, so there's a couple of things that we didn't mention in our announcements yesterday, so I want to kind of go back and grab them. You'll remember we mentioned October 19th as being our launch party for the AV1 and for the Print Moda and Sublimation printer.
Sure is that day, yep.
The next day at the store on Sunday, October 20th, we have Calgary Sews Meetup. And between 10:30 a.m. and 12:30, they are coming to the store to have their regular monthly meeting. And I just wanted to mention that our space is available. If you'd like to rent out our space to have your group meetings, it is here for you, and we don't mind sharing our space with you, whether you're renting as a group like the painters did.
Yep.
Or if you're coming for a social sewing, that's great as well. And we'll be putting more of those in our calendar shortly. But we have another thing to mention too, don't we? I saw it on the newsletter.
We have our friends from Wonderful coming to do a few chats with us and tell us more about their threads. So that's starting October 17th at 10:30. It'll be a 2-hour chat. It's $10. And each time we have it, it'll be $10 to show up. And there's 5. So it goes until February.
Oh, okay. So monthly meetings with Wonderful, all about thread.
All about thread.
So tell me, why would I want to come to that, Chelsea?
Well, there's going to be goodies.
Oh, good.
There's going to be door prizes.
Oh, good.
And of course, there's just going to be so much knowledge to be had. So you can learn so much. Personally, I don't know a ton yet about Wonderful threads. I don't know all the ins and outs, when I want to use them. I know a few of them that I use and I love.
Yep.
But I'd love to learn more.
I think that's brilliant. Okay, so that is coming up on October 17th. So again, in order to contact us, make sure you can give us a call at the store, 403-252-3711. You can drop me a line at order desk, and I will make sure that things get sent to Anne if you're thinking about renting. And you can order online at mysewingroom.ca.
You sure can.
Or you can come in and visit us, because we just love that. And just let us know that you heard it on Facebook or YouTube, and we'll give you a shout out the next time we are on. So that's awesome. Well, Chelsea, I think we just did a great job on those acorns.
We sure did.
I think that's marvelous.
So cute.
All right, so tomorrow I hear that you're having a special guest person speak tomorrow.
I sure am.
All right.
Yeah, we have Kyle. He's going to come hang out with me, and we are going to talk about his new department, because you may have noticed he's not on the floor lately, except for on Sundays.
Yeah.
But he has been in our long arm department, so I am going to go see what he has learned, all the new cool things, and
just chat about what we do in long arming and certification classes that are upcoming and all that good stuff. So that's tomorrow at 10:30. and then followed by with Anne on Friday at 10:30. So that rounds out our Facebook YouTube week. Awesome. And remember, next week we're doing a placemats for our Thanksgiving table. All right. Excellent. Thanks, Jill.
Thanks, Sandy.
Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next